All right, I'm back with another Dark Side video here on January 1st, 2022. Happy New Year again, everybody. Just wanted to talk a little bit about this craziness going around now. I know it's just a what the Jets would or wouldn't do, but Wilson for Wilson, Jet fans going crazy, debating whether the Jets should or the Seahawks should trade Russell Wilson for Zach Wilson. And folks, it's never going to happen. We'll get to the part where I pretend it will in just a second, but it's never going to happen. Why would the Seahawks trade Russell Wilson for Zach Wilson, an unproven guy who has not shown all that much in his first year, when they could go get multiple first-round picks for him? I would say they can get at least 2 first-round picks. I mean, we're talking similar type of thing, and probably even more when you take into the age, maybe not, but similar to Deshaun Watson last year. Then this is a guy who's a proven winner, hasn't had a bad season yet, except for last year when he was hurt and kind of dropped off a little bit. But he's also a little older. So let's just say you can get 2 first plus. Why would you take Zach Wilson straight up? So that leaves us in living in Jets fantasy world where, hey, all right, let's pretend we would be able to do that. So Jets trade Wilson for Wilson. On the one side, it looks great. You got a great quarterback in there. He'll make everybody better. And then, the Jets will win 10 games and for the next couple of years. And, they will maybe make the playoffs. And it'll be like the Testaverde years, kind of, only minus the stacked team. On the other hand, if you have a stacked team, then you make a trade like that, because then you have a 2-3 year window. You could win a Super Bowl when you add a guy like Russell Wilson to a ready team. The Jets are not a ready team, folks. They are not even close to being ready. There's no reason to bring a guy in here just to get them to 10, maybe 11 wins and second in the division, fighting for a wild card every year. Hamstring your cap, and it's just not worth it. Okay, it is not worth it. NFL teams that are gonna, that win don't do things like that. If this was, the Colts, if this was maybe Miami, depending on how you feel about Tua, Miami. If this was, the Vikings, Kirk Cousins, the ultimate freaking low-level adequate guy who's not going to get you over the hump. If this was, I don't know, I'll try and. The Tennessee Titans, like Ryan Tannehill. If this is that kind of team where you're one solid quarterback away from really being a serious contender, then you make that deal. You give up a little bit of your future. You make it work. You have a stacked team that is ready to go. Teams like the Jets, teams like the Jacksonville Jaguars, teams like, who else is really terrible right now? Help me out here. Maybe the Bears. Who else is really, really bad? Teams like that do not trade young quarterbacks for established veteran quarterbacks who are going to cost them a ton of money, because they are not ready to win. They are a couple of years away, and the quarterback causes all kinds of cap problems once you get them. Okay? What you need to do is either be one of two things. You need to be a young team and build around a quarterback so that you have that 3 to 5 year window where he's cheap until you have to pay him. You get him to be a good quarterback, get him to make the players around him better, then you can have him hold the fort for a year or two while you reload on some of the positions that he needs. But you need a quarterback to get to that point. That's why guys like Aaron Rodgers are making $1 zillion, and his receivers change all the time. They go through a 9-7 or 10-6 year, and then they're back to 13-3 every year. That's the kind of guy you need. The other alternative is what I started this out with, is a team that's ready to go. You trade your draft picks for the quarterback, and you have your 2 to 3 year window, knowing that 5 years down the road you're probably going to be in a little bit of hell for a couple of years while you try and build without those first round draft picks. And that's really it. The Jets are not in a position to do that right now. They are a young team that is not ready to win. They are multiple pieces away from even being a solid contender for a playoff spot, much less needing the quarterback to get over the hump. So talk to me in 2023, 2024 maybe, if Zach Wilson has turned himself into something pretty good but not great, and the Jets have this this stacked team that they feel Wilson can't get them over the hump, then you will see the Jets sacrifice a little bit of their future to try and make that title run for whichever quarterback is going to be available at that time. Who knows which guys we go in what direction. Russell Wilson by that time will be a little older. He'll obviously have been traded by then. So whoever the Jets go after, then that is when you will see the Jets make a deal for a top quarterback if the quarterbacks are available. If Wilson does turn into something, then they won't make that deal. They'll just roll with him. And that's really it. So yes, I know I just created a 5-minute video to explain something that'll never happen anyway. But a lot of the fans I've seen on these Facebook pages and stuff are taking this seriously and arguing about it. But there's just a very logical two scenario process where you actually make that deal, and the Jets are neither of those teams. Happy New Year! I'll be back with another video very soon. It's Rob the Darksider.